Hey, what's up guys? So one day all the organs of the body were having a meeting trying to decide who was the one in charge. I should be in charge, said the brain, because I run all the body's systems, so without me nothing would happen. The blood argued it should be, because I circulate oxygen all over and without me you'd waste away. The stomach said it should be in charge because I process food and give all of you energy. But the legs argued they should be because we carry the body wherever it needs to go. The eyes reasoned because we allow the body to see where it goes. No, I should be in charge, said the rectum, because I'm responsible for waste removal. And all the other body parts laughed at the rectum and insulted him. So in a huff, he shut down tight. And within a few days, the brain had a terrible headache, the stomach was bloated, the legs got wobbly, the eyes got watery, and the blood was toxic. So they all decided that the rectum should be the boss. And the moral of the story? Even though the others do all the work, the asshole is usually in charge. Okay, you guys. So this week, let's talk about meetings. Recently, I attempted to set up a call with a professional to discuss an important business matter. And I sent a text asking for a few times they would be available in the next week. It's a simple request, right? So the response I got was, hey, can't talk now. I'm in the middle of a house closing. I'm so sorry. Wait, sorry about what? That you can't talk? That you're in a closing? Sorry you can't stay focused for an hour? You guys, replies like that can do more to damage your relationship with clients and prospects than many people realize. And there are two big reasons why. First, I never had an initial meeting with this person where my expectations were set on how they work. So maybe there's a good reason for me to schedule through this person's assistant, but there's no way I would know, so I just felt pushed off. And second, that kind of response broadcasts the fact that this person couldn't stay present and focused on what was important in the moment. Now, if you don't think people pick up on stuff like that, think again. They may not know how to vocalize it, but they will certainly feel the disorganization and the lack of focus. When I was building my coaching business, I worked really hard to get an appointment with the owner of a large Texas real estate brokerage. And one day the owner answered by mistake. And I knew they must have thought I was someone else because when the person realized who I was, they said, "Oh, I'm really sorry, I can't talk now. I'm in a meeting." My smartass instincts took over and I said, "Oh my God, you're in a meeting and interrupted it to answer your phone? Who did you think I was?" My point was made and I got the appointment. And that might have been the day that I coined the term professionally persistent. But here's the thing. We thought 2020 was going to calm down, didn't we? And instead, I've observed an uptick in busyness everywhere I turn. And another way this shows up is when we send people to an assistant to get on our calendar. But wait, wasn't an assistant supposed to free you up so that you could do the one thing that you thought you needed an assistant for, which is talk to people yourself? I mean, what message does that send? Instead of using an assistant to calm down and be more focused and effective for clients, too often things just get more hectic and stressed. And the problem goes beyond the signal we send to clients because eventually life hears us complaining about all the busyness and will respond by removing the abundance that we ask for. And the harder truth is that this kind of response is nothing but a sign of an amateur. So what can you do instead to project an image that you've got your shit together, even if at times you feel you don't? Well, here are 5 specific things. Number 1, stop interrupting yourself. Never answer your phone unless you can be totally present in the moment with a caller. People are okay leaving a message. So if you can't control your compulsion to respond instantly to every stimulus that comes your way, you'll never make it past a moderate level of success. Number 2, if you have an assistant or other staff, make sure they're clear on one thing, that your primary job is to talk to people and bring in new business. So empower them to take things off of your plate so that you can do just that, and make sure they understand that everyone makes more money that way. Number 3, you have to let go and let them do it and expect them to make some mistakes. Your staff has to grow too, and sometimes how you respond to a mistake strengthens your relationship with a client more than anything else could. Number 4, if you have to pass a client to your assistant directly, ask them for a favor. Say something like, "I could use some help on this. Would you be willing to reach out to my team? Tell them we spoke and ask ... That way, it should leave them feeling like it's a team effort rather than like they're being passed off like a football. And then number 5, compartmentalize. Leave work at work and home at home. Social media confuses this, you guys. Just because you show your personal life and your unique personality online doesn't mean it's appropriate when interacting directly in a business context. And the better you know your client, the more vigilant you should be about holding those boundaries. Now, one thing you learn very quickly as a coach is not to judge crazy. Everyone has something crazy going on, and to them it feels just as intense as your crazy thing. Or think of it this way. What we're really talking about this week is responsibility, or I like to define that word as the ability to respond to life. And when you demonstrate that you can be responsible with what you have attracted into your life currently, life will deliver more. More leads, more clients, more commission dollars, more opportunity, and yes, more responsibility. Get it? And the cool thing is that there isn't a limit. Well, you guys, thanks for watching. My name is Jason Edwards. Have a great week and get out there and build your top producer life.